What is going on, gaming nerds? Welcome back to Midnight Gaming with Mystic Nightmare. Thanks for coming to the channel and hanging out. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a pretty decent day. It is midnight and we are back on Ark Survival Evolved modded Ragnarok map. Holy crap, that's the first time I've actually said it correctly without screwing up my words. Okay, so last episode we got a whole bunch of helpers to basically build the house. As you can see, that Dodicarus that we had over there is like level 90 or 80 or something like that. I ended up just taming him real quick. If you guys want to throw a comment down in the comment section below of a new name, that would be great. I'll go ahead and name it. If not, then I'll just name it myself. I've been using Poop Machine to help build a couple more of the Plant Species X towers, I guess you could call them. I was a little bit nervous that that one that was up there and this one over here, we're going to allow another dino to come in between them, in between this one and that one over there. So I built that one over there and I built one up there. Unfortunately, Snail Games has decided to completely and utterly ruin the wonderful Plant Species X, and they suck now. They really do. And I'll complain about it a little bit later. But first, let me show you what I've been doing. First of all, there's nothing in there that I've been doing. I went out and I got a whole bunch of stone with our Dodicarus. I went out and I got a little bit of wood, got a little bit of thatch, and I got a bunch of flint stone, just, you know, just to help stock up stuff. And as you can see, I found a butt ton of clay. Now there's actually a specific area that I found it where it just respawns real quickly, and there's a ton of it. It's in a lake, and I'm going to call it Clay Lake from now on. But I don't remember what the coordinates were for it. So yeah, don't ask. I may find it later if you guys really want me to, you know, figure out or to let you know where the Clay Lake is. But I found a lot of clay there. Now the reason I did that was because we need to build the house up a little bit, and I wanted to do something different that I've never used before. I've never done Adobe stuff. I wanted to switch this thing over to stone before we finish it off. I want to switch these out and put bulk forges in here and just all of the good stuff. But before we do that, I noticed that I was having a hard time gathering wood as quickly as I was metal, and because I mean we've got a butt ton of metal. And I got more on the way too, as you can see. But I was harvesting a lot of stone and flint and stuff, and it was real easy to get a bunch. But I was having a hard time doing wood and kind of thatch. So I wanted to go out, and I have a choice. I can either go out and get a mammoth, or I can get a beaver. Now I do know that beaver is actually a little bit better about gathering wood words and stuff. But I decided I kind of want a mammoth, because the first thing I want to do is I want to check out this little guy around our neck to see how well he actually helps out up in the very cold biome that is the Ragnarok snow biome, because it is bloody cold up there. So what I'm going to do... Oh, and by the way, it looks like they also did an update and they changed the pulling mechanisms, as you can see at the top of the screen, from a lot of the S Plus stuff. I've played around with these and I don't like them. I don't know why they insist on continuously fixing stuff that isn't broken. The old pull way was fine, but this way is if you're crafting something, you can't pull, like say if I was crafting something out of the oh, what the hell are these things called? The mortar and pestle. If it was crafting, I wouldn't be able to pull anything from them until it's done crafting over to the smithy. You see what I'm saying? And I don't like this remote selected, because basically with remote selected you select your like ammo. I would select this and then I would just pull remote selected after I put, like, say I wanted to do 100 of the materials, and you just do automatic basically remote selected is automatically pull everything, or 100 from just random different places, and it doesn't actually show you how much, you know, materials you have. If you want to see the materials, you have to pull from here, and it's like gunpowder, I think. Anyway, yeah, I was doing gunpowder or something like that. What else is there? There's like metal. The forges are fine. They'll allow you to pull from them while they're crafting. However, like gunpowder in the mortar and pestle, it wouldn't show up for me. It wouldn't pull. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but oh well. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to do some, what am I looking for? Armor. We're going to do some fur armor so we can go up in the snow biome and we can tame a mammoth. Yeah, that's what they're called. A mammoth. Let's see. T. Come on, hurry up. Can this? Okay, so you go ahead and press E and then that'll work. Press T and then E. Alright, that works. And then, okay, so while this is crafting, I also want to let you know some of the other things that we wanted to do, or I wanted to do. I want to build up the house quite a bit. And basically with that, I think I already told you I wanted to use the Adobe. XB Crafted did some really cool kind of designs with Adobe, and I figured, you know what, I'll kind of throw something in like that along with some stone, put that together and make it kind of cool. But the biggest thing we need to do is we need to do benches. And what I'm talking about is I'm talking all the different crafting benches. I'm talking like, I mean, everything. Let's see, what is, let's see, can I do the kibble table? Like this is one of them that I want to do. So 15 paste. Okay, so can I could do this, which would pull everything, I think, automatically. Is it 1? Okay, so click that. I pulled everything for 1 to make 1, and then I can craft it like that. It's not ideal. I liked it the way it was before, but now it's just, I don't know. I just don't like the way it works now. That's all. That's all. I'm complaining. That's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and place the kibble table now that we have a lot of the bigger dinos, like the wyvern, and whatnot. We can go ahead and place this thing. Make it a little bit easier for us to get some kibble. I could be throwing down, like, you know, all of the different dinos and making eggs and stuff like that, but that is such a pain. It would take forever for me to get what I needed to get. So let's see, pull remote. See, this is another thing that annoys me. Pull remote, no item selected. Why do I have to pull an item? Why do I have to like select an item? So you have to select an item just to get this pop-up to show up. It's really odd the way that they did it. And I'm looking for metal, just regular metal. So refining forge. In the smithy, I've got 600, so I'm going to go ahead and pull all of those. And then what we're going to do is I need to make kibble for the mammoths. Humans have difficulty digesting it. Includes the best protein. I don't remember what kibble the mammoths make, or the kibble the mammoths eat. Crap. Anyway, yeah, so what I wanted to do, as I was saying, is go get a mammoth. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make up some kibble. I'm going to figure out what the hell kind of kibble they like. And we're going to go up to the snow biome. We're going to get us a mammoth. I'm still thinking about if I want to get a couple more otters, because I'm thinking about making a little bit of an otter house farm in the water over there. And also possibly breeding them just in case they die, because I have a tendency to die a lot too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up the kibble and everything else. I think I've got everything else in my inventory. I don't know why I keep pressing the tab button. Probably because I'm playing other games. I've got a butt ton of tranquilizers, bullets, and just narcotics and everything. So yeah, we're good to go. We'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so here's the problem. I've already died twice. This is now considered the Murder Death Snow. Right here, I'm completely and absolutely fine. As you can see, it only says 7 degrees temperature. But if I go over here just a little bit, it immediately, damn it, why do I keep pulling that up? It immediately goes to negative 62 and my life drops like a freaking rocket. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Look at how close I am to death. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. So basically what I've been doing is I've been dipping in and out of here, trying to see what I can see, if I can see anything at all. And the The pickings look actually pretty good. There's a 145 male, but I think a minute ago I saw a 150 perfect female in there. Problem is I gotta wait till my life gets back up high enough to where I can actually duck back in there, pick it up, and then get the hell back out. What is the pickup button? It's C. Okay. So let's see. Is my life up far enough? I don't think so. Eating food isn't going to do anything because I'm not really hungry. Yeah. It's getting to the point where I'm going to have to make one of those cooking pots and possibly use one of those things to make some cold remedy stuff. Just get in there and get it and go. Oh, I missed completely. See, I get one chance and then I got to get the hell out of here. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh, look how close that was. Okay, this sucks. Anyway, yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's a 150 female in there. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to keep ducking and diving. This is going to take forever waiting for my life to fill up on every time I try. So I'm not going to make you guys suffer through that. But I am up here. It is horrible. My, where is it? Fortitude is at 46, almost 50. Okay, we have hypothermal insulation 561, and we have a whatchamacallit dude on our back. We have an otter on our shoulders, and I still am dying on the murder snow. I don't know exactly what to do. Like I said, I might have to bust out a what are those one things called? The cooking pots or whatever, and see if maybe we can start making something that helps with the fire, or with the ice, the ice cold wind and frozen stuff and things up here. I don't know what we're gonna have to do. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions. Anyway, I will be right back once I pull this female. What are you? Once I pull this female down, there's a 135 female. I would normally go with like the 145 or the one, you know, the 135, but now that I know that there's a 150 up there, I gotta have the 150. All right, so I'll shut up now and we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, so after about an hour of trying to figure out why my stupid wyvern wouldn't actually pick up a mammoth, I realized, oh yeah, they can't pick up mammoths. Derp. Derp, derp. So let's whistle everybody on passive. Let's see if we can just go ahead and do this real quick. And hopefully they're not fast like trikes. You wanna attack the. Go ahead and attack the wyvern. That'd be fine. She can tank it for me. He can tank it. I don't. It's Fluffy. Fluffy's a guy. That's right. Fluffy's. Ouch. Fluffy's a guy. That's right. This is going to be a 150. As long as I can keep my butt alive and out of the tusks of this little bugger. Big bugger. 150 female. I'm pretty excited about the 150 female. Hopefully she works out real well. I need a name. I mean, she lives up in the murder, death, kill snow. So she's kind of a sturdy girl. We should call her Sturdy Girl. I'd call her a broad, but I think that I'd probably offend a few people. And that's probably just not the best idea. Now, the cool thing is we now have the really cool spyglass, which is the super... Oh, crap. Oh, that was a bad freaking move. Yep. Bad move. Awesome. Love the game. Be right back, guys. So, I'm going to say this right now. Never, ever will I ever come up here again to get a mammoth. This sucks. I mean, holy crap. Murder, Death, Snow. It's ridiculous up here. Absolutely ridiculous. It shouldn't be this bad. And she's going to walk right off the side, isn't she? You can turn around. Atta girl. What are we at? Okay, so we're almost there. Almost got her. Holy crap. This has been an absolute nightmare. And not in a good way. I'm just saying it's horrible. I have no idea where Chip is. Our little dude. What do they call? Otters. That's what they're called. But I was able to climb up this little mountain right here, and so far she hasn't been able to hit me up here. I'm just hoping I get her down before she takes off over that edge right there. Did I get her? Come on, one more. Oh, yeah, baby. We got her down, finally. Okay, so I was able to get up right here, which was pretty cool. There's my body. Is Chip over here? We may have lost our otter, guys. I don't know. I don't know where he went. I'm going to have to look around for him. I don't think he died or anything, but you never know. Okay, so I did make up some Tame XL, which is good. Tame XL. So we're going to go... No, we're going to do this. We're just going to do 1. E. And then I went ahead and made up some raptor kibble, which I believe is what they like the most. And hopefully that's enough. Oh yeah, easily enough. Okay. How about pain in the... Yeah. Okay, so we've got ourselves a brand new Mammoth, perfect tame, 224. Female. And you can't have the rest of that. That's mine. Let's see if we can go ahead and pick her up real quick here. I don't even know if we can get her home like this. She might be too heavy. Pick up. Oh, we're good. Now I got to figure out where the hell Chip is, because he's usually on my shoulder. And usually he falls. When he falls right by me. But I don't know where the hell he went. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Pain in the... back to camp, and then I think I'm going to farm up a bunch of stuff. Oh, there's Chip right there. Okay, so I think I'm going to farm up a bunch of stuff and start building, get some stuff ready to start building on the base and everything else, and we'll be right back, guys. See you in a minute. All right, so I'll admit it. So far, this episode's been absolute crap. I went back and I watched it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this episode is absolute crap. My commentary was off. It just, I don't think I was really prepared for it and everything else. It's actually been 2 full days since we got the Mammoth. And I'm not happy because the game has not been very nice to me at all. I've been having lots of problems with it. Why can I not get up there? Really? I want to get up there and get that crystal piece. Okay, so the game hasn't been very nice. Basically, the day after we got the Mammoth, it was late that night, and I gave up on it. And the next day, I decided to do a ton of work on the house. I did a ton of work on the house, and I went to log in the day after that, and the game, excuse me, just got done eating the dinner of champions, ramen noodle soup. Yeah, so as I was saying, the game, it started having fatal errors and crashing on me really bad every time I started it up. So I ended up finding out what the problem was, which it was basically, it was a bad mod that hadn't been updated for quite a while. And I had to remove that, and then I had to restart. I gotta toss a few of these things. I had to remove the server, or I should say, what is it? Revert the server back, or not? Yeah, revert the server back to an earlier save where none of that awesome building that I did had been completely finished, and I had to basically restart over. So I took the next day and worked on it again. Then I just started to log back in. And lo and behold, guess what? Everything was deleted yet again for no reason at all. But Mystic learns from his mistakes, as you can see. And I had made a copy of the save file right after I had finished working on the base for the second time. As you can see, I've done a ton of work on the base. I am pretty happy with it. This is probably one of the coolest looking builds that I've ever actually built in this game. And it's taken the most time. So what I've done is I've tried to incorporate a little bit of all of the different styles. I've got stone, I've got wood, I've got thatch, and I've got adobe. As you can see with the adobe stairs, it almost looks like the cabin is throwing up. And I was going for kind of a log cabin, oriental log cabin-ish kind of look if I could get one, and I think it turned out pretty stinking good. I like it a lot. It was a fairly big build, but at the same time it's not huge, it's not humongous. I've got the adobe stairs down here with the railings, and I put a little bit of ceiling work on the bottom of them, blah, 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 words not working hard, to make them look a little bit more solid, a little bit thicker, and I think that turned out pretty well. I also got a little bit of a hiding spot back here where I'm going to put a feeding trough. I think I can extend that out and put a feeding trough in there so it's not visible, and you know, all the dinos in the back here can get all of their food that they need to get, and I've got everybody lined up under the deck, so you know, basically they're out of my damn way. I tried to go with a little bit of a adobe / wood porch up here. Got a nice couple of pillars coming down and a little bit of a porch you can walk around. I got some light torches and wall sconces or whatever the hell they're called around the outside. So let's go ahead and go inside and look. As you can see, I went ahead and took a page out of XP Crafted Note. Can you tell I can't talk tonight? Holy crap. Yeah, so XP Crafted did this kind of little design where he put a line of adobe at the bottom of one of his bases. So I decided to take a page out of his book and went ahead and did that as well. I also put some slope ceiling sides on here to make these stairs look nice and thick and solid. That was very difficult to do. What I'm looking at now, having that kind of oriental porch ceiling work properly, it was a royal pain in the ass, and I'm actually proud that I actually got it done. Yeah. So anyway, all this down here under this little overhang is going to be storage under here, so we have plenty of storage to do anything we want. As you can see, I moved the bed. We come up here and we've got the kibble table still over here. We've got the smithing. I'm probably going to put the upgrade station right here. I'll talk about the workbenches and all that stuff later on, but as you can see, we've got two stairs coming up. It's not huge, it's not gigantic like everybody else. All the other YouTubers build these monstrous bases. It's not like that. So what this is actually a barbecue deck, and what it is I'm going to take all of the electrical and charcoal, you know, meat cooking stuff, and I'm going to put everything, all preserving bins, all food related items out here. I'm going to put I think there's a, what is it called, let's see, cooker, no, there's an electric, like a grill. It's not this grill. It's the auto grill. I think I was going to take the auto grill and put that out here. I might put the industrial grill out here for looks. And I might throw a couple of reservoirs out here to get a little bit of water running out here and stuff like that. But as you can see, I moved our preserving bins up here, and I'm just going to put all the fridges and food-related items out here. You know, just as kind of a barbecue deck type of situation or whatever. And we come through here and we go up here. Now this really I wasn't planning on having up here, but I needed to put a roof on it, and this roof ended up being freaking-normous. So I ended up coming up with this. Now I told you before that this little thing, that the ceiling coming through there from the overhang, porch overhang, you know, coming through the wall, that was difficult. This was an absolute nightmare, having this up here, and I'm not talking about nightmare in a good way. Putting these these doors in here without having these things break and fall down. I mean, it just ended up being, it sucked. It took hours and hours to try and figure out how this would actually work. As you can see, I've got two double walls right there. It was really weird how it wouldn't work properly. Anyway, I ended up making this, since it was a little, you know, it's a pretty decent space, good space up here. I decided, you know what, to hell with it. I'm just going to put our rescue wyvern in here, or not wyvern, our rescue, what the hell are these called? Pterodon, pterodactyl, pterodon in here, so he's safe, and if we die, then we can use him to go retrieve body. Well, we don't need to retrieve the body, but go retrieve our animals and stuff like that. We've actually got a gravestone up here that will retrieve our body. Put the bed right here. I should probably put 5 or 6 more beds in here so I can do multiple respawns if I need to. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this upstairs. Maybe you guys can make some suggestions, but I think it actually turned out pretty stinking nice. I absolutely love the fact that I can have him up here and just come up here and use him to go rescue any of the dinos if we die. And then I love the fact that this is, you know, a nice little barbecue area. It forces me to come outside. A lot of times people build these humongous bases and they're inside crafting for hours and hours. This actually allows me to come outside, enjoy the actual game scenery and stuff like that. And it's pretty nice. Over here, what this is going to be is I usually put the fabricator over here. The problem is with putting all of these mods that I've got on here, there is so many benches and tech. You know, there's a workbench, there's a chemistry bench, there's a refrigerated chemistry bench, there's a tech bench. I think, let's look at the fabricators. There's the S Plus fabricators, there's the bulk fabricators, and then I think there's what's called Smithicator, which is from the AA. I think this is the Utilities Plus mod. And there's this Smithicator in here. Now the Smithicator does the same thing as a smithy, I believe. And then there's the bulk smithy, which does everything in bulk. However, there's also a Smithicator top, which works as a fabricator, as you can read right there. So I don't know if this actually does the exact same thing as the fabricator. I'm assuming it does because, well, it says it acts as a fabricator. But the Smithicator, I haven't decided if I want to do the Smithicator and the Smithicator top or a full-size fabricator. There's also, what else is there? There's also this right here, the S Plus crafting station, which I think also acts as a smithy. And then there's, I think the game just lagged. I thought it crashed. So yeah, there's the crafting station, and then there's the upgrade station, which is right here, and then there's the augmentation station, and then there's a blueprint. There's so many tech benches that I freaking put into this game that I don't know what they all do, and I don't know which ones the best ones are. I know that there's also like what are compost bins. There's multiple compost bins. Like there's a regular compost bin where there's S Plus, and then there's a compost bin for the Utilities Plus, which puts poops in dung beetle, collects poop from ground and thatch to make fertilizer, and then pushes fertilizer to the silo. And then you can use like there's farmers, I think, in the game. There's S Plus farmers, which distributes the fertilizer to nearby crop plots. We'll collect fertilizer from nearby compost bins. There are so many tech benches and so many mods that I put in this that I think I've kind of overwhelmed myself, you guys. And I think there's only one thing that I can really do. I'm going to go ahead and make them all. I'm going to place them just somewhere in the house, and I'm going to start looking through them and seeing who does what does where does why. And I'm going to decide which ones I want to keep, which ones I don't want to keep. There may be some that actually takes a little bit more work for me to craft something, and there may be others that are easier to use that I might end up not using or using. I don't know. I'll have to decide, but I think we're going to do that in another episode. We also need to replace these. I was going to do it this episode. I was going to replace these with the bulk forges, but I'm tired, and I'm trying to get this episode out to you guys. I know the first of it sucked really bad, and I'm sorry. I just was very off my commentary game. I have renamed... Oh, I wanted to show you guys these pillars, too. Check those out. Isn't that cool on the side of the house like that? And so I just took the pillars out of the middle here, under here, and I just moved them over to the corner. I guess if you press G, It allows you to do side and corner snapping with the S Plus. I thought that was pretty cool, and I ended up outlining the outside of the house with those. I think it gives it a little bit of a style. And I like it. I like it a lot. It turned out really well. I replaced the pillars under here with stone. I replaced everything else with stone. But I renamed Pain in the... because that was a stupid name. And I just went with blue. Just to let you guys know I am colorblind, right? I'm just saying. I went with blue. I think there might be red in there. I don't know if there is already blue. I don't know. Anyway, blue has been going nuts on the wood for me. And... I forgot to show you her stats before, but she is level 279 now. She's at 10,000 health, 2,000 stamina, 1,500 weight, 672 melee damage, and I've kept her at 200 movement speed. But she's turned out to be one hell of a wood gatherer. She's awesome. So yeah, definitely awesome. And I just love the way this house looks. Like I said, I tried to go with the kind of a old style oriental log cabin slash stone cabin slash thatched cabin, whatever. But I think it turned out really well. And, you know, we still have a garden to make. I think I've decided on a pretty good spot for the garden. I was thinking of two areas. One down by the water down there, just off to the side. The problem is the water is where I get all of my berries because all the bushes down there, all the trees are down by the water. I don't want to put anything down there that's going to take away from me being able to use the resources down there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our garden up here. Yeah, so we're going to put a glass garden somewhere up here. It's either going to be on this side and this side of the tree. Might be kind of cool looking. I don't know if I really want to irrigate it or not. Personally, I would like to put it down there just for the irrigation alone. But I think we could go ahead and use some of those reserve tanks or those water tanks and go ahead and have those work out pretty well for us. And it's not going to be huge. It should, you know, fill up from here to possibly right about here. I'm going to put it on some pillars and make it nice and flat, and then make it out of glass, and it'll have an overlook of lookiness into the ocean of looking. And yeah, so anyway, let me know what you think about the cabin. I think it's pretty cool looking. Like I said, this is one of the coolest builds I've ever actually done, and it turned out really well. It's a little bit skinny in the middle here where the workspaces are, but honestly, I kind of wanted to keep everything fairly close together so I wouldn't have to run too far. You know, boom, fabricator, and then I just over here, boom, smithy and upgrade station, and oh, I need a little bit of food to go out and play. Oh, boom, there's the food right there, and I can get to it all really, really quickly without running into a bunch of stuff. So anyway, if you guys liked the video, hit the like button. I'm probably sure you probably didn't like it because the first part of it really did suck, and I'm sorry about that. I hate putting out bad videos, but I wanted to finish this just because of the principle of it didn't want me to finish it. Obviously, the game just hates me today and yesterday and the day before, and I'm going to stop feeling sorry for myself. But if you did like the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, don't hit it. Just make sure no matter what you do, ran out of breath there for a second, subscribe. Keep gaming, keep doing midnight, have a blast, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Take care and have a good one. Bye bye.